Hello.
Hi.
He's sitting in the chairs.
How goes everybody this fine afternoon? Did you enjoy your chickadees?
It was alright.
I kind of agree. It was good. It was fine.
I'm gonna need y'all to keep it down.
It's not exactly what I remembered.
I need y'all to keep it down in here.
What do you mean? We're super loud in here all the time.
I'm gonna need you to keep it down. I'm gonna need you to bring it down a notch.
Can we keep it up?
I'm gonna need.
Can we bring it?
I'm
I'm
fine
gonna
with
need for
keeping it down.
you.
Can we bring it sideways?
I'm gonna need.
I'm a fan of low volume.
Huh?
I'm a fan of keeping it down.
Keeping it down.
Yeah.
We just need just a notch, or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Hi, chat.
Mom and Dad are back. Was Dad not here yesterday?
Hi, chat. Hi, chat.
Was he slacking? He was supposed
How
to
you
be.
doing? I was here all day yesterday,
I'm gonna whisper this.
sitting in that chair right over there.
The USPS says they don't enjoy my snare traps to make sure they deliver my goods. Yeah. I can see that.
FYI, it's surreal when LinkedIn and Indeed both send you job recommendations for the job you just quit.
Oh.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Better than for the job you just got hired for.
Yeah, exactly. Very much the case. Yes, very much the case.
Passwords are dumb.
I'm going to, somebody's been annoying me and I'm going to fix it.
Cool. What?
Fix it now.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Oh,
going to fix this
all right.
right now. Right now.
Yep. Whoa.
Some crazy behind the scenes stuff happening right
That's on
now.
camera. Hi, chat. Jason's doing stuff. Oh, there we go. Oh, so it's not like...
So I can
In
see
the-
Jen.
Oh, is it like sticking out and covering Jen's
Oh
face?
my god, dude. It's like every time I look over here, it's like, check it out. I
He
can't
likes to
see-
look at me.
I can't see my girl.
Oh.
Can't see my girl.
Oh. Aloha, source. Hi, Jade.
OG Mike said, I like how Jordan seemed to assume that Jason was talking about him when he said, I need to fix something that's been bothering me.
100%.
Need to fix something that's been bothering me. We have a job opening.
Panic Bomb said, that's a cool figure skater mini, Jordan.
Yeah. We laser cut his boots in half and then glued them together. Oh. Boots in half and boots in half and boots in half.
Boots in half? I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know if that works as well as boots and cats.
It's pretty good. Boots and cats and boots and halves
There's
and
no
boots
and
and
in
cats
there.
and boots and halves. Because
There's
it's
no
a
and.
different sound.
There's no and, though. It's boots, cats.
Boots, cats. Boots, hats. Boots, hats. Cats. Boots, hats.
No, it needs the cats, I think. It needs the...
We have a
needs
job
the-
opening.
Needs that consonant on there.
We have a job opening for a studio painter. Don't tell Jordan. Don't tell Jordan.
I am a valuable resource of entertainment for this here spring.
OMG Mike said, I still vote that you update Thanos, Donald Duck him, as we learned about earlier this week.
Donald Ducking it. It's kind of the way it works. Crazy people doing crazy things. You only paint in hot pink, like what? Spandex paint liquor? What are we talking about? Or do you wear like a hot pink moo-moo?
Yeah, I was going to say, you only paint while wearing hot pink?
Is it like a hot pink moo-moo, spandex, bodysuit,
Monumental moments with the Monument Hobbies Masters.
Corvus thorax? What is going on?
Oh.
You repainted his hand to have a glove. Just update his legs in reverse. Wait, what? Applying for the job, it got split by chat. Oh, applying for the studio painter job, but you only paint in hot pink. Well, that's why I was
Oh.
asking is if it's like a hot pink, like leotard, like is it a hot pink pantsuit, or do you only paint your
One of
models
those-
hot pink?
one of
Okay, he
those
says yes. Okay,
Borat
all of the
bathing
above.
suits
You have a 5-day out
in hot
wardrobe,
pink would be cool.
all with a tutu. So the new game, you didn't see a Discord channel, or is that coming? I'm amused that my favorite minis paint company is publishing a game with no mini. Exactly, right? Got to keep you on your toes, Chivenger. There will be some minis. The sculpts go off to get supported this next week.
In about an hour, I should get home and open my 18 brand new colors. That's exciting.
Oh.
So we
Donald
call
ducking
it
is
Donald
the same
ducking
as
it because
William
nobody
pooing.
wants to poo it.
Yeah, pooing.
Oh.
The poo is.
Poo?
New Monument Hobbies work uniform. Pink unions. What's a union suit?
I don't know, actually. I know not.
like a one piece shop
Like a jumpsuit.
jumpsuit. Warm flesh. Ta-da! Back to warm flesh.
Okay.
We're doing it, chat.
We'll be done with this gold
Footy
today.
jammies without the feet. As long as
I
the
will
boss wears it too.
be done.
I mean, that sounds real comfortable to me, so I would definitely be down for that.
What's that?
The union suit.
Oh,
It sounds loose. Roomy. Philip
it
will
is
wear a
now
onesie
and
as well.
shall ever be. Donald ducking it.
Philip's down with a onesie.
Bill gets no vote here.
I didn't dye my hair with. I did dye my hair, but not with a purple streak. That's probably the light.
Bill gets no vote here.
Phil, you have no power here. That one was for Christmas Suchi.
Yes, Gabe. Monument onesies. Put it on the whiteboard.
Oh gosh.
We've talked about that before.
Monument Hobbies onesies?
Like pajamas. We've talked about all kinds of crazy things.
That's true.
This is also true.
Is that NMM on Thanos?
It is. It most certainly is.
Monument Hobbies flight suits. I mean, that sounds like a onesie as well. I'm down.
People wanted edible underwear at one point.
Yeah. Coveralls for the paint floor. Lab coats. But they do wear lab coats.
Jesus wore one yesterday.
Yep.
Lab coat?
They wore one of the coats.
Nice.
Protective coverings.
Probably was not 100% prepared to.
I was just going to say that's probably why he was probably just not
yeah.
prepared to get paint on his clothes.
He's like, oh.
We have a
Yes.
new employee, new team member back out in the paint production department.
Welcome
Started
to
yesterday.
Jesus.
And he made it back today, so they didn't scare him off yesterday.
Oh, he did
That's
come
always
back?
the
Okay, I
test.
didn't check.
He came back. He did come back.
He made it for day 2.
Yeah. I usually ask at the end of the first day.
Are you coming back
Coming
tomorrow?
back tomorrow, but I was not here at the end of the day yesterday, so I didn't get a chance. But he came in this morning and he said good morning.
So I came in this morning and nobody was in the front. It's very weird. Usually
door
there's
was
people
locked
up
though,
front for
right?
me to talk
Because-
to.
The door was locked though, right? Because when I got here, it was locked.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Jen's like,
Keep meaning to pick up an apron. Do we have aprons on our website?
No.
No.
We've never sold them.
Oh.
We had a couple made, but we never did anything with them.
It is always a good sign when new staff come back for the second day. Yes.
I agree with that.
Okay. Yeah, when I got in and your office was still dark, Philip, I was like, what's happening? Weird.
Philip was out frolicking with the local flora and fauna in the alley.
Buying milk.
It's funny. I got to work today and I was like, "Is Philip gone today?" Because I'm so used to him being here before I
Right?
get here.
Yeah, when I
was like, "What are you
drove
doing?"
up and I think it was Paul and Keith were standing outside waiting to be let in. All right. Tiptoeing with the tulips, as some sing. Yeah, there's no tulips back there, fortunately.
There are, but they're dry and chapped.
Philip, you are just fine. Don't you even worry. You were doing a nice thing, too.
What's that?
He said, I'll never be late again.
You wasn't late, was it? What did you go do?
He was getting milk for Paul's birthday.
That's awesome.
We had a birthday here today. Paul works in our fulfillment
Good
department.
old Paul.
And he brought us some cheesecake.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
As we've discussed recently, that sometimes when people have a birthday, they bring treats.
Did you have it?
Friends?
Did you have your slice?
I had half of it. I was too full. It was very good.
I forgot mine.
No, I know, Phil. That's what I
Well,
mean. You were not.
I
late.
think we can get it for you if you'd like.
I would like to try my cheesecake. That'd be good.
You've had lunch now. Would you like me to go get your cheesecake?
Oh my god, that would be great.
I will go get your cheesecake. Does anybody need a beverage while I'm gone? You like a nice cold glass of water?
David, do you know where it is? Do you know where his cheesecake is? I already ate half of mine. So his is
I
the
was gonna
one
go get
that's
some more,
next
but-
to mine, the full piece.
Great.
But I'm a little full, so I can't eat the rest. I'm saving it later for later.
Spitfire.
Awkward
Thank you
Panda
for
said
the
we're
12 months.
picking up cookies for the kid's birthday tonight to send to school with her tomorrow. That's the thing. I could use a Diet Coke. Thanks, Jordan.
You're welcome, Mike. It's in the
It's in the
teleporter
cooler.
right now.
You can go grab it. Help yourself.
I cannot confirm or deny whether or not it will arrive to you in its original state. It might be
10.
regular Coke instead of Diet Coke.
Double digits.
What's that?
Awkwardish Panda. Her daughter's turning 10. So Panda is so few questions. Is she your oldest, youngest, only somewhere in there? Is it the first time you've had someone turning 10, or is it the last time? Either way, very monumental.
See what you did there, Jen.
Huh?
See what you did there.
What did I do?
You said it was very monumental.
Oh, youngest and adopted. Oh, so it's the last step over to the double digits. Oldest is your stepdaughter. She's 26. Well, wish her a big happy birthday for us. We will enjoy some cookies in her honor. Division Ring has a philosophical question. Does Thanos with the Infinity Gems count as post-apocalyptic, or do you need to verify
Oh
the
my
status of
gosh.
whatever in Saban, or I don't know what those words mean.
In Sabanur. Sabanur.
Uh-oh. Got good stuff coming.
Yeah, Jason, that stuff
Check
is
out this
really good.
cheesecake.
Hi,
It's
chat.
Good stuff.
really good. Hi, Gabe.
Hi.
How are you?
I brought water too.
Oh, thank you.
That was awkwardly odd.
Christopher's got me in a mood.
In a mood.
He's got me in a mood.
Whoa.
Christopher's like he ate. Christopher's like got a sugar rush or something.
Christopher's got the zoomies. What?
The Zoomies.
Well, okay.
Zoomies.
Out of context, and I quote, he said, "I feel like a dog that just took a bath."
Oh.
What an oddly descriptive and totally
And I
Weird
said,
thing.
what does that even mean? He's like, "I got the zoomies, man."
That's what that means. Yeah.
All right.
Totally.
He's
Uh,
throwing foam at me and hit me with packaging materials.
Phillips
Yeah, he was like threatening to stab Gabe.
Hi, Phil.
Jade, you gotta ask Paul where his piece is. Paul has like a cheesecake dealer.
He does have a cheesecake dealer. He explained it to me. I'm like,
I'm not actually lying either.
Where's this from? I'm like, did someone make it? I'm like, obviously someone made it, but like someone you know. And he's like, yeah, I got a cheesecake guy.
I got a cheesecake guy.
I'm like, oh.
I know a guy.
He's like, my cheesecake guy. I got it. He makes it
Yeah.
in his house. I'm like, okay.
It is the best
It was
cheesecake I've
very,
ever had
very
in my
good.
life.
Very good. I think you'll like it, Jason. It's not super sweet.
I'm taking a bite. Here you go, chat. Would you like a
right.
bite of cheesecake?
Oh, it's so good. I think the texture for me was the one thing I was like, ooh, this is actually really
It was
nice.
different,
Yeah.
It
But-
looks like
but very good.
like the texture of ricotta.
but it's not like super ricotta-y.
No, not at all. I think he likes it, chat.
Does Jason need a moment? Oh,
Is this a
Chuck.
comfy chair moment?
Chuck, I think I'm gonna need that recipe as well if you are willing to share it because
Ooh, there's a strawberry too.
Uh-huh.
we like a
And
good
a cookie.
sopapilla around here.
Sopapilla.
Yeah, Chuck is telling Jade I'll make sopapilla cheesecake this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
And I think that sounds like something I need in my life. Now stare into the camera.
This is why I came and asked you specifically about it and said,
Hey Philip,
do you
can
want me
you
to
please
bring
make
you some?
sure to let Paul know how much Jason is enjoying this cheesecake?
Let's all have a moment of silence for this cheesecake. He's taking it off the camera.
I don't want anybody to think they can have any. I want you to get a smart idea. They
Oh,
could
how
drive to
do
the
I do
shop and get
that?
some of my cheesecake. Holy crap!
Paul really wanted to
Christopher,
make
how do
sure.
I make Jason's how do I make Jason's face full screen? Is that a thing?
No.
Oh, then no.
Paul really wanted to make sure that he found out what you thought of it.
Well,
Jason.
one painter main only goes like that,
That's incredible cheesecake.
right?
Isn't it amazing?
It wouldn't have shown Jason's face up close.
Like,
It would
that's
have shown the
incredible
cheesecake up close.
It's so good. It's like it's wild. It's different.
Put the cheesecake on your thing so that it's on there.
It's like that feeling
we
when
go.
somebody's like, you've never really had this thing before, and you're like, let me teach you what this thing really is. That's the difference between this cheesecake and all the rest of the cheesecake I've ever had.
Open up, chat.
Paul really wanted to make sure he knew what you thought about it. So I've already said to Philip, if you hear this, please let Paul know that Jason really enjoyed the cheesecake.
We should get Paul in here so that we can accost him with questions about.
That's some good
cheesecake
damn
personally.
cheesecake right there.
That was very good. Yeah. You can't make Jason's face full screen. That's too dangerous and too much sexy. There's a
Paul
reason
was
I never rewatch Protocol ads.
Paul,
Oh, he was watching? Okay, good.
Paul, I need every day to be your birthday.
You know
Or
what the next question is?
we could just get his hookup. We could get his contact.
I feel like Paul is one of the rare individuals on the planet that needs every day to be his birthday.
You know what the next question is? I know you know what the next question is.
Either that or we beat him up in the alley and find out his cheesecake guy.
We could do that.
No,
That's
no,
exactly
see?
the question.
No.
I was like, that is the next
No,
question.
That's very dangerous.
It depends. Don't listen to
Not
these
depend.
two. It depends on how much cheesecake is
We
involved
need Paul.
on a 365-day rotation. Well, we could have a new job title around here called Cheesecake Peddler. And the Cheesecake Peddler could just arrange for the cake to show up and have the rest of the day off and could have his birthday every day. I'm just saying.
Philip said, if he brings cheesecake every day, I say let him.
I know Paul well enough to know that the first thing out of his mouth after you said, we should give Paul the day off every day, or we should have Paul do
Every
this
day be his birthday?
His next question would be,
Cheesecake walker.
does that mean I would get every single day off? It's like, I know
Yep.
that's the first thing that would come out
Here's
of
the
his
thing,
mouth.
Yep.
Paul,
Somehow I believe that to be
if every
true.
day's your birthday and you bring cheesecake every day for your birthday, you can have every day off after you come in and drop the cheesecake off and pull all the worst.
That's actually a good deal.
Then you can have the rest of the day off.
That's actually a really good deal. That's like a half day.
Or a full day. It just depends.
And let me be
He's
clear.
the CCO, the Chief Cheesecake Officer.
Let me be clear. This is not because I think Paul wants to have every day off. I think it's just because Paul is the natural kind of person who would ask that question as a follow-up, not because he's lazy.
And he'd look at you like, so wait a minute.
Does that mean I get every day off?
So does this mean I get every day off? That'd be Paul right there. That'd be Paul right there.
Oh, Paul.
Except he wouldn't ask me. He'd wait and go into the lunchroom until somebody like you was there, and he'd go, Jordan,
Does this mean that I get every day off?
Jordan, did Jason just say I can have every day off if I bring cheesecake?
And then I would literally just be like, no, Paul. It does not. That was a joke.
And
He'd
that's
be
what
like,
happens when you don't ask the right person.
Yeah.
Paul gets Fridays off if he brings cheesecake. Happy medium. We need Paul. We need Paul more than we need cheesecake.
This is true.
True.
Much as I
But-
love the cheesecake.
I think
She loves Paul more.
have Paul and cheesecake.
Paul gets a day off for every day he brings cheesecake. No.
We'd be sick of cheesecake, let me tell you.
Yeah, we'd be real tired of cheesecake pretty quick, I think. I think it needs to be special.
Hey, Paul, every Tuesday bring cheesecake.
No, that's too much cheesecake. We'll get tired of it too fast. But we might need to start doing a cheesecake for our monthly meetings.
Paul, bring cheesecake. You can leave after lunch.
I'm saying he can't leave.
You just say he can't leave.
I will buy the cheesecake
But we want cheesecake.
myself.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. This is so good. I love my job.
Mix it up, find a good source for flan. Flan's weird.
Flan is really good. I like flan. But I also really like creme brulee, and they all kind of taste the same.
So now Paul lives
yes,
here?
It is flan. Although, I have to admit, that cheesecake might be my new favorite dessert.
It's pretty damn good.
It is
Not gonna lie.
definitely that. This went from Paul can have every day off to he can't leave.
That Paul can't leave now. That turned out really bad for Paul. And all of this after he had a birthday and brought cheesecake on it.
Right? He's just trying to do a nice thing.
Paul is a nice person. Thank you, Paul, for bringing cake,
Right.
ice cream
Very
cake.
nice.
You're okay, Jordan.
I know.
I mean, not really, but I'm going to tell you you're okay so you feel better about yourself.
Yeah. I'm
Is
just
40K post-apocalyptic?
no. Sort of,
No.
but no.
Is the next challenge something post-apocalyptic or something? Is that why so much
Yes.
That is
discussion is
Yeah.
happening about this today?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's May.
Yeah, the May challenge is poke a lot.
Poke a lot of. I won't say it.
Poke a lot of lips. So, chat, one of the things we do around here is we have an office pool that goes up by $1 every time Jordan fails to pronounce a word correctly. And at the end of the month, somebody wins the pool. I think that needs to be a thing, Gabe. Put it on the board.
Pokaloptic. Enslaved for a Cheesecake, a Harlequin romance novel. I can picture the cover.
What? Jordan, what just happened there?
Pokaloptolyptic.
I
Pokaloptolyptic.
Don't know.
Poke lots of lipstick.
Pokalotopus. Pocahontas.
There goes.
Poke a lot of flips.
Yeah. I'm gonna clip that one and the one from yesterday together.
What happened yesterday?
So, literally,
He had a stroke.
the exact same thing.
Pokaloptolyptic.
No, it was different. It was different. I couldn't tell you what it was. It was like apoplectic or something like that. It was stupid.
Post eucalyptus.
Yeah, it literally spawned all of the. Anytime you see somebody saying like apoplectic or apocalyptic or something stupid like that, it's because of me. Just
Apathetic robots. That was me.
Yeah, I got past post, and then apocalyptic was difficult.
Apoplectic.
Yeah, I don't even think it was apoplectic. I think it was like even weirder than that. It sounded kind of like apoplectic.
It was a bit like he had false teeth and they started to come out.
Ugh, God, it was
Blame the
it was
Arizona
bad.
sun.
It's also hilarious that it just happened again, in very much the same way. But yes, post-apocalyptic May. I have to admit though, apocalyptic is a bit of a messed up word. Ugh. Alright, just blame the AZ sun. I've been spending a lot more time out in it. He'd also done quite a lot of the kiwi guava before he tried to say it. Might be related. Magnesium is not the color brass.
That deserves another bite of cheesecake.
Yes.
Apocalyptic.
Alpaca lipstick.
Alpaca
actually
lipstick.
pretty
I like
funny.
that one better. Mech May would have been better. Yep, I'm with you.
Mecha May would have been much easier to say.
Mecha Lecca May, Mecha Heiny Ho. This week
War
has been a week of
Machine
experiences for Jordan. Cheesecake, energy drink yesterday.
What was that, Jen?
Is War Machine post-apocalyptic? Or
War Machine?
post-apocalyptic?
No.
No.
Not even close.
Ghost Hunter is saying that the challenge is finding a model.
Yeah. There's plenty of models you can use. You can use pretty much anything.
Discord Dave. Does Philip's model get cheesecake crumbs on it? One can only hope. He couldn't be that lucky.
The funny thing is, I think the actual answer to is War Machine post-apocalyptic. Well, I had to think about it. Is I think the answer is actually yes after Mark III was over. Because the whole thing is that the
No, it's just post-war. The world didn't end.
Yeah, I think it did.
No, they just invaded and blew stuff up, right?
No, I thought well, yeah, I mean they blew up all the civilizations.
Yeah, that's just post-war.
Watching the thought process of Jordan's attempt was the best. Which attempt?
All of them.
Oh, well. Such is life.
Gabe, maybe you should do that.
Yeah, Gabe. Gabe already has one of those cool models.
What's that?
Which one did you get, Gabe?
That he really wants someone to turn the Jericho model into a Fallout ghoul.
Yeah. He has one though already.
Shelby got him a Habram.
Yeah, Habram.
Habram. Looker said, step 1, pick fantasy mini. Step 2, add tank bit to scenery. Done.
I mean,
Also not a bad idea.
yeah, it's like there's a lot of different options that you guys have to take models that you wouldn't think would normally fit and will fit. Remember, you can also do a diorama that makes something that would not ordinarily be in a post-apocalypse.
That deserves a piece of cheesecake.
I'm changing the challenge for this month, folks.
May.
Alpaca lipstick.
Alpaca lipstick.
Yeah.
Game delay is like, wow, I was here for this moment.
Gosh.
How's the order backlog going? Every day is stuff closer to normal.
Technically, yes, but kind of no.
Still working through Thursday. It's just called the alpaca lipstick times from here on.
Yeah, exactly. Alpaca lipstick times. That's what you need to change the stream title. Alpaca lipstick day 4. It's all through the month. Alpaca lipstick day 31. This is my birthday month.
It is.
Guess who's not going to be in town on my birthday? Guess. I want you to guess who. I mean, don't ever guess Jen, because Jen would never leave town on my birthday. But if there was somebody else who might leave town on my birthday, who might it be?
So, this is all Jason's fault.
Also,
Because
there are ways for me to not go, but I will be going.
Oh, he's gone too! Because of UK Games Expo.
Oh.
Wait, who else is gone?
You know what? And I forgot to put your birthday on the calendar.
My birthday's not even on the calendar?
It is, right, Philip?
It is now.
It's very clearly on May 30th, says Jason's birthday.
Chat?
I wrote it in Philip's handwriting.
You see what I have to put
Are
up
you
with, chat?
also out of town because of him?
Do you see?
Is it his fault?
Houdini? See, I have friends. Houdini says we're here for you, Jason. Oh, my God.
Jason's kicking me out.
So,
He's like, get out of here. You're not allowed to be here on my birthday.
I will be gone. But only because Jason has made us participate in this group that takes trips occasionally. And I have to go on a trip.
Jason.
Discord Dave, May 30th is your birthday as well?
How?
This is going to be you and me. You and me.
Yeah, see, Philip said it's on the
Phil is
calendar.
like, sure it is.
I have no idea what size Jason would wear in a onesie. Aren't they one size fits all?
So,
No,
so Gabe, put that
on.
on the calendar. Jen leaving on my birthday, which is a stream day, which means not here to keep us from giving all the stuff
I
away.
did write that I would be out of the office those 2 days.
And I will now also be out of the office. So there's literally nobody here to stop you from.
Are you
doing
even
anything.
following what's happening here?
She's leaving on your birthday.
And what did she forget to do?
Put your birthday on the
No,
calendar.
I didn't.
But what
It's
did she
there.
put on the calendar?
Hers.
No, that she would be gone.
That
Yeah,
I-
her,
On
her
those
thing,
days.
Her thing on your yeah.
Right? See, I wrote it specifically so that it would look like Philip's handwriting.
Good thing I have this cheesecake.
It's a good thing I have this cheesecake. Hey, Paul, do we have another slice of cheesecake for the man?
Paul, I'm
Sounds
going to need some more
sounds
cheesecake.
like he might need it. He's having a rough go of it today.
Try Avenger, take it easy.
See you, Shavender.
Cannibalistic, what's going on?
Ugh.
I did leave half of mine. I intended to go back.
Oh yeah, you
and
should go eat
return
the
to
rest
it
of
later.
hers.
But if it's
There you go. That's how you get back at her. You just eat the rest of her cheesecake.
No, because I'm not a horrible human being.
Jen's not either.
Hey, Philip, what if all the faces in this cloak don't get painted? Would
Then
that be
then-
bad?
Then it wouldn't be done.
Damn it.
lies, Houdini 7, no, nobody listened to Houdini 7. That's okay.
What's okay?
Philip said it's okay. If half the faces are not painted.
Damn it.
Sounds like you just got permission.
You know I can't do that.
He said I'll probably just have to prime over it and paint it again.
Oh, dang.
Ooh,
Well, now you can't leave them.
that's rough. That's rough.
Paradu said, "Good afternoon, paint slingers," and then he stopped there and didn't say anything else.
I said the good afternoon.
Oh. I was like, that's not very odd, though. So I had to go looking for it.
I didn't. I still don't. I don't.
Oh, Jen.
Philip said you don't have to do them if you don't want to.
Oh, he wants to.
No, I don't, actually.
Dave said one of these days when I have to go into the office, I should stop by the HQ. You should. We're here every day. Well, we're here Monday through Friday from 8 a.m.
Yeah,
to 4
careful.
And also, apparently not on Jason's birthday.
Yeah, we're here every day except my birthday.
I mean, except me and Jordan will be here on that day.
You know what I'm going to do for my birthday? I'm going to take the damn day off.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody gets the day off on their birthday. You should.
I'm
Jason,
going to take the day off.
I know how to really
Did Gabe just honk? Did Gabe just honk? Everybody in this office knows I won't take a day off. So it's not really a threat.
You know how to not take the day off and drive the knife deeper
Oh.
into this whole abandonment on your birthday thing?
What's that? I love that you called it that.
Yeah. You know what you should have for lunch on your birthday?
What? Chino Bandito.
Yes.
She knows that. The one thing she knows.
She knew it.
There is no way, whether she's in town or not, that I have been slighted enough to drive the freaking Chino Bandito. That ain't happening. Especially not if she's not around. The only thing that would make me drive to Chino Bandito is because Jen wants to go. It's not like I like the food, but I'm not the one that's like, you know what I'm doing? I'm driving all the way to Chino Bandito.
Hey, look.
But if I'm in the mood for
Bit of
it
a
and she wants to
journey.
go, then we go.
The driving experience is so much better now.
There is also that. So,
Ooh. Maybe I will get to the Chino Bandito.
Yeah, see, Jen, I'm giving you some ammunition to make. the
somehow this
argument
is turning out
stronger.
better for Jen when we were trying to really reverse the gears here, but you know, whatever.
Discord Dave. Jade Red Chicken.
It is really
She-
good.
So
Remember,
good.
she pays my
Black
paycheck.
beans.
I gotta be nice to her.
Also true. I do understand these things. It never really sits well with me that everybody sides with Jen all the
I
time.
know how everyone really feels. It's fine. It sounds like Jason's birthday will count as post-apocalyptic.
Alpaca lipstick. Jordan expertly playing both sides to avoid repercussions.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Discord, you haven't had it in years? Or are you local?
Yeah, he just said if the next time he has to go to his office, he should stop by HQ.
Yeah. You could come by May 30th and we could celebrate our birthday.
Don't say it.
Okay. Comment Eli says, I side with you, Jason. Jen, don't read this. I'm definitely on your side 100%. I feel like you're fence sitting, Gamed Eli.
You can't fence it. You gotta elegantly play both sides of the coin here.
It's like back in the day, it was like probably T. Schmidt that was like, I am always pro Team J when we have Team Jen and Team Jason.
Yep.
And people are like, I am always Team J. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's the safest way to be.
Not necessarily. Because what if I'm the odd man out and you guys are both against me and they're siding Team J? Which could be.
You're a J
siding
too,
you.
so they're just worse fence sitters then.
Saint VF 101 or Street VF 101 or STVF 101. So, Jason, we share the same name. So, thus, as men of excellent culture and utter sophistication, I'm on my side.
I'm with you, I think. Let me catch up. I feel like I could half get with that.
Dave works from home and has to go to the office once a month. 20th Street in Camelback, that's right down street.
20th Street in Camelback. Yeah, that's literally right over by the place where we go get lunch a lot or dinner. Your Team Jordan because he's going to paint more scales.
Oh my gosh.
Is that all it takes to win your heart?
Well, we might have a dragon that I need to paint.
Hairdo, you're a traitor. Traitor. I've been nice to you for years. Years. What has Jordan done for you lately?
What haven't I done?
Mally, is that Mally? The Mally that we know? Grumpy Old Man Rule?
Dude, is that Mally? Mally O'Malley?
It will be there Monday.
Mally, how's the weather in France? If you can answer this question, you're for real.
What can Jay do for you?
What do you mean, it will be there Monday? What will be here Monday? Oh, the
big
the
dragon.
model.
What is going on, Mally? The one from Mally, who painted up a tremendous version of our first texture trainer. As soon as we do the full launch, you will be getting that free PDF
Hi, Mally.
of
Wow,
Mally's
Jade.
work.
Miss you.
Shelby's not even in here. You're supposed to at least pick someone who's in the room.
Yeah. Also, Team Schlebby does not start with J.
Right.
And adding a J in front of Schlebby's name does not work.
Oh, damn it,
Unless
he has
we
this
go with, like,
necklace
Jay
thing,
Levy.
too. Holy crap.
What? What's he got?
He's got this necklace thing, too.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh, I see that now.
Hey, Phil, can I break that off?
It looks like the
Phil, can I break
immunity
that?
necklace from Survivor.
Can I break that off, Phil?
Actually, no. OMG Mike, she did not
She
find the
still has
$10.
not found the $10?
Mm-mm. Not that I know of.
He also has golden earrings I gotta
I was
paint.
listening to them. He said he hid it in a place that rhymes with Kyle.
Well,
So we were saying all these things like file and pile.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna build non-metallic gold up off a dark plum.
I love it. You have my attention. You're bringing out Dark Plum, you have my attention.
It's his individual immunity. He won it by holding on to a bar above his head. 49 minutes.
Oh, we can't talk about Survivor on the stream, please.
No, I said that looks like the immunity necklace that they give out on Survivor.
Oh, gotcha.
Please let's not talk about Survivor on stream. the sound of a man who has to listen to things about it too much.
We watched Survivor last night, and I admitted to Jen that I was like, as much as I hate this show, you really can get into it if you sit there and pay attention, because it's like nobody on that show is likable, except for Jeff Probst.
He's even questionable.
Huh?
He's even questionable.
Yeah.
I would
Is that the guy who
smack him
runs
in the
it?
face if I was standing there trying to concentrate on.
Oh, yeah, and
going
he's
down,
like,
and he's
and
like,
Jen
"Can you
looks
feel
like
it?
she's losing it.
Your knees are starting to shake. What's going on?
Jen looks like she's really fighting it.
Like, shut up.
Exactly. Screw you, Jeff.
I wonder how
But
much
everybody's so unlikable on the season, and
This
I don't watch it
season is
anyway.
not
But I'm sitting there, but they're at the end of the show. I'm like, I hope they vote that bastard off of there.
It's easy to get. Boston Rob is my favorite. It's easy to get sucked in because they do a great job of building suspense and tension and like, oh, you want to figure out who's going to win, and they make it exciting. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it for 20-some years.
many years. Part of me wants to go back and see what season 1 was like.
Yeah, just to see how different.
I've
it's
never excuse me.
Wasn't there a point where they made him eat crazy crap and
They
stuff?
used to do. They used
Oh, yeah,
to
they've
do
done all
different
sorts of
food
stuff.
things. Yeah, where they
Yeah.
would have to, and they did that last season or the season before. They kind of brought it back where they give you money.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
you
right.
bid on the things, but you don't know what it is, and some of them end up with cockroaches and stuff. Yeah.
I love the like things from home bidding.
When they get, yeah, they haven't gotten to that point yet.
I love that.
Why does Usheron have a crux terminatus? Is that also something in?
If you pay attention to the show, you can get into it. That's true. Great British Baking Show creates that tension with a bunch of likable contestants. Yes, I agree. Great British, all the baking shows I like.
The Great British one, especially.
unfortunately, it's got some of the people on it who are like the judges and stuff who are not always the best.
On the baking shows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Great British Baking Show has the same ones all the time. So whatever question you asked, why does he have whatever you said? There's some answers.
Oh,
Avian said it's because he ate a space marine.
well, that's not.
Old Game Delay didn't really answer, but said he should have an apothecary check that out. Captain Howdy said that he's the lost Primarch. Philip said because he's a space marine. If your terminatus is crux for more than 4 hours, definitely consult with your barber surgeon.
What is a crux terminatus?
It's the thing you get as a veteran and 40K as a space marine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the big, like, Iron Cross looking thing with a skull in the middle.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, it's like the things on the shoulder pads of the old school Terminators.
Terminators. That's why they have the Crux Terminatus, because they are Terminators.
Yeah.
Veterans.
The skull on a cross.
But also regular Marines get it. Like, Lionel Johnson on his model has it all over his belt. This guy's got a Crux Terminatus.
Forrest said, on topic of May, who has watched The Colony?
Who's watched what?
The Colony?
Nope.
Colony?
The Colony? I have not.
Don't know what it is. No idea. I think you're making it up.
Philip said it's an award, right? Like getting a silver star?
It's a veteran thing. I don't know. Living over 100 years or something. Having X amount of service studs and things like that. I don't know.
Game delay probably because it's all made up. None of it's real.
What do you mean? 40K Universe is totally real.
My Space Marines are completely real.
My favorite Space Marine chapter is real.
It's real to me.
I don't know what it is about this room, but I feel like my eyes water more in here than anywhere else. So there might be something here that's irritant.
Definitely, like, my allergies can get a little extra in here. So I can believe that.
Veteran in 40K means you've lived for more than a year after your first battle.
Is it in the same style as the Space Marine one?
The Colony was a reality TV show where they took contestants and put them in a post-apocalyptic setting with actors acting like gangs, stealing their stuff, etc. They made sure to start them first so they were meant to start believing the setting somehow.
Alpaca
That's
lipstick.
horrible.
This sounds entertaining.
Alpaca lipstick.
Alpaca lipstick. It's chat. We make the eyes water.
Alpaca lipstick.
Orange Oxide following up.
Oh,
Dark
so
Plum.
that's not the show I was thinking of.
Whole alpaca lipstick.
Just777 says just finished book 2 of Horus Heresy False Gods. I
Yep.
really hate that I'm late to the party. This series is great.
Yep, the first 5 books are really good. Then you can jump around. And the ending was pretty good. It's not great. I'm mixing the 2 Orange Oxide Dark Plum first.
Avian said the colony must not have been in the U.S. That sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. 10 volunteers tried to survive in a post-apocalypse on Discovery Channel
Oh
from
gosh.
2009.
Jen has a new show.
I was like, ooh, this is interesting.
That stuff doesn't interest me at all.
I wonder how rowdy it gets. It's on Discovery, so I don't know if it can get super rowdy.
Let's see. Well, it was filmed in LA, the edge of downtown Los Angeles. So,
So it basically was
yeah.
post alpaca lipstick.
I love how we've begun coining alpaca lipstick. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have an idea that I can't voice to chat.
You know, you just told them.
I didn't tell them what it was.
You told them that you can't tell them.
Mm-hmm.
That's always bad.
No, it's great, because then they're like, but I want to know. And then I could go, ha!
Avian said, okay, question. If I find a Gorka Morka model, could I enter that? I say yes, just because it's fun to say.
There you go.
Well, Jen's word is law around here, folks.
No, I didn't make up the challenge, so I can't. But I think you should paint one anyway. But would that fit? Because I don't want us to forget about this. Me saying yes, do it, and then at the end of the month, when we see that model,
That doesn't work.
No, that's not apocalyptic at all.
But Jen said.
Yeah.
I need y'all to be channeling apocalypse-related media.
Cannibalistic zombie, yes, you can enter as many times as you like.
We ask that you don't spam it,
Yeah.
only because of the time it takes to review miniatures.
and
We
you
want
do
to be
have
able
to-
to give everybody enough time to really dig into their entry and let them know, you know, what we like, what we think they could work on, things like that. And if one person hijacks with, 3-4 miniatures, it gets a little redundant.
And
Because
you
that
also-
person will make the same type of style decisions throughout the course of all of those models, and we wind up either passing over them or repeating ourselves a lot.
You also have to post the unpainted model with the date at the beginning, and you have to post the painted with the date at the end. So, it's a 4-figure set, so I figured I'd photograph them together. Oh yeah, so that would be one entry though, right?
Yeah, you could
Putting
do
them
like a
together?
squad.
Yeah. Oh, the Gorka, whatever that was.
Orca Morca.
Gorka Morka is an old game from GW. Think Mad Max, but with orcs.
Yeah.
So would that fit for the theme?
Yeah, probably. But I mean, they're really just orcs. The game world was what made the difference. The models were just orcs. So that's what makes Gorka Morka tough, is that there wasn't really anything specific about it. It was just the game setting.
I mean, I think I would be okay with somebody painting something up in that sort of environment.
You know,
as long
Speed
as-
Freaks are basically Mad Max.
Yeah.
Is what that whole vibe was. So you could probably pull it off.
Yeah, if you enter more than once, there's only one chance to win.
Yeah.
I will not pick you 5 times.
What if they enter under 5 different names?
I will not pick you 5 times.
5 different email addresses.
I will not pick you 5
It's a lot of
times.
work to maintain that.
I'm a magical person.
If it's worth $20 at Monument Hobbies
I
to
don't.
create that many email addresses.
I don't think Yeah. You're gonna spend $20 worth of your time just setting up those emails.
What if I have 5 diagnosed personalities?
Well,
Glad to meet you.
2
Glad to
people
meet you.
both at the same time said
Glad
that.
to meet you. Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you.
orange oxide.
Mixed with dark plum.
Nice.
Mixed with what?
Dark plum.
Dark.
Oh, that's what
I based it with dark plum. I'm doing the gold build up from dark plum, then mixing in orange oxide. Then I'll go pure orange oxide next.
I'm painting Thanos' face.
We haven't figured that out, have we?
What's that?
Why that sign gets brighter all of a sudden?
Oh, did it do it again?
It just did it, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like we hear anything like coming on, but it's like the same time every day.
Is it? I haven't paid attention. It's 3 o'clock right now, so like an
The
hour.
remote may have a timer set on it that we don't know about. Like it may be in a mode where it like that seems far fetched, but
Christopher! What have you done?
Nick Cake, Nick Scone, Nick Jello. You okay? Hardest part of being in chat is keeping my Gamut Elay and Wad Tomato accounts separate. I never want to say a Wad kind of thing in the game account and vice versa. I love
Ha!
this. It glows with monumental power. Hey, Malev.
Malev? Hi.
Monument HQ haunted confirmed. Maybe.
same time every day. It's really weird. But it shares a remote code with another light that we have.
Well, the one behind me, which I haven't touched that one either.
No, I know, but there might be something weird going on. What's going on, Maleb?
The sign always glows brighter when paint liquor begins to feast. Well, so just admiring your guys' paint skills. Except we can't see Jordan's.
I'm trying. That's like very small face. I apologize. I'm trying to keep it in frame.
Doc Seibel said, I just looked up the challenge details on Discord and I have a question.
Yep.
Do the post-alpaca lipstick models have to be people? I play a game called Gaslands, which is all about kit-bashed Hot Wheels cars in the wasteland.
Yep, that would
Paint
be
it
a
up.
perfect way to do it.
Do it. I would love to see it.
Malev said, both models on display are slammers. I think
Why?
that means that they look good.
Thank you.
Not pogs. The thing you slam pogs on. That is a reference that I don't fully understand because I'm too old. I do remember pogs though.
I was going to say,
Discord
as a
Dave,
teacher, you had to
I
know.
know.
You
I
should
didn't know
stop
what they
watching
were.
streams like this. They seem to just discourage you. How so? What can we do to help encourage you?
Goofing around, so I just got my Adepticon set, a couple of Flame On colors, and the half of the Rogue Hobby set that I ordered today, and Bright Pale Yellow has already come in handy. Awesome.
dark plum, orange oxide to yellow ochre.
Magnesium from the Adepticon set is amazing.
It is so good.
Cannibalistic zombie. I generally thought about just kit bashing stuff together to make some barricades or something, but then I realized I don't have any stuff for it. Oh, well. Jordan, he doesn't have a small face. The man is 50% chin.
I mean, that's not wrong.
You need to be old. No. If you're too old, then you were too old for Pogs. I only know about Pogs because I was a teacher.
I was too old.
I was way too old for them.
Or too young for Pogs. Sorry.
You were too young for Pogs?
No, we didn't.
They were somewhere in the middle.
We had Beyblades when I was growing up. People will. They're little spinny death traps.
I also got my full metallic set that I found in stock online, and they're all replacing my old AK metallics. Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you. Cannibal is 100% planning to use my Rogue Hobbies colors in this month's challenge once they get here.
Nice.
We're working hard. Not as quick as we can. Discord Dave, haven't finished a paint job in 15 years. Getting back in, forgot most everything and shaky hands.
Well, if you have questions, feel free to drop questions here in chat. That's what we're here for, is to answer questions and to help you guys get excited about painting. So you just let us know.
Malev said the Milk Magnesia paint is my personal favorite from the Adepticon set.
Milk of magnesia.
Alex I played Pogs in middle school. Beyblades were the funnest thing to injure your friends with.
Mike, I'm
They're actual
31. We didn't really do Pogs. Or I'm 30. I'm not 31 yet.
Pogs are perfect for any age. Also, I really don't know what Pogs are.
I know what they. Oh, actually, I think
from the Pogs generation. Let me go take a Tylenol.
I think I was on the tail end of the Pog thing.
Mike is 35 and had Pogs.
I think I was young enough when I had because they're the little like thing you flip inside out and you throw it and it pops up, right? That's Pog, little rubber thing. You like poke it in and then it like pops up, right? That's the thing. No? Yeah, then I have no idea. So definitely no Pogs in my childhood.
Bakamaru said to Discord, Dave, don't let them painting discourage you. This one's going too fast. Good encouraging statement.
Let's go.
Remember, these are two career painters who have spent years doing the hobby and expanding their techniques, and they still have stuff to learn like we all do. I find it inspiring to know that if I take time and put in effort, I might paint a Hulk that purple one day.
A Hulk that purple. Yeah, that's the idea is just for us to have a good time with you guys here in chat and to hopefully inspire you guys through either conversation or through tutorials and demos that we do here to get excited about the hobby and get you guys painting. That's why we do the challenges. That's why we do all that stuff. That's why we're here, and we love it. So bring on the questions. We are prepared.
Slowway Studio said Pogs are cardboard discs with art on them.
Wait, really?
Big Bob said there's the physical Pog from our generation, not ours, not mine.
Uh-huh.
Now the cool kids call Pog play of game on stream. Is Pogs the thing that the Simpsons referenced way back then?
Way to make me feel both old and young at the same time.
Remember Alf? He is back in Pog form.
It's like I just had something that was referenced that was both too old for me to understand and too young for me to understand at the same time. That's just disconcerting.
Game Delay said I'm 46 and sweet baby cheeses, I'm 46. I no longer care about this conversation. I just need a hug.
Oh my gosh, Mo, 92 months.
92 months.
Mo.
Insane, dude.
Magic.
Oh my! What are we gonna do when somebody hits 100?
Yeah,
We got people close.
because Mo's not even the longest.
No, Mo's at 92.
Pogs
That's
are a bunch
insanity.
of cardboard discs that you stack up and try to flip over with a metal or plastic slammer. They were like strange collectible circular discs. The game revolved around stacking and throwing a heavy metal pog, a slammer, to knock them about and collect them. So you stack them up and then you throw something and try and knock them down. And if you knock them down,
It was like a rebuffed version of Jax.
I was just gonna say it kind of like Jax.
Interesting.
Here's a question about the challenge from Xrian. Can we make, like with green stuff or milliput, the mini thing for the challenge?
Ooh.
Can you sculpt something?
I mean, if you want to sculpt stuff,
I'm gonna tell you that we judge pretty harshly on hand sculpted stuff. Not harsh as in will be rude to you, but it needs to be something that looks like, a truly finished product, not like a lump of clay. Is all I'm gonna say.
Pogs were the bee's knees for about 6 months. Like any good trend, it went away.
But we've had some people do some really amazing things hand sculpted in the past. So we don't discourage it.
Big Bobzilla said, "I'm coming for you, Mo." Close on your tail there. Captain Howdy said, "I have 17 armies painted and they look terrible compared to other people's, but those other people didn't paint my armies. I did, and it makes me so happy to see them completed." I love that.
That's a great way to put it.
the other
Everybody's
thing
at their own spot in their painting journey.
there's also a lot of value to having finished products or projects. Like, I don't have a ton of finished models.
Pogs were originally milk bottle tops, and then it became a whole branded thing.
Oh, really?
Orax Art, thank you for the raid.
Oh,
We
thank
didn't
you.
get a notification when you guys came in, so welcome everyone.
Welcome, Raiders. I hope you're having a great day.
Pogs.
Talking about Pogs.
We could make a Hall of Legends, a wall with people's names. Or super subs.
Ooh,
Oh, that would be great.
that would be cool.
The 100+ month club.
Yeah.
That's insane, by the way.
It is
Yeah.
ridiculous. I thought it was just like, okay.
Oh, there it is. Wow.
It's been here for a
What
minute.
about a delay?
Not that kind of delay, Mr. Delay.
Sorry.
Don't get your hopes up.
Are Pogs basically Tiddlywinks but bigger? I don't think so.
The
Because
heck is
Tiddlywinks,
a
you had to
tiddlywink?
you tried to skip them, right? Like, didn't you like try and flip the Tiddlywinks? Oh, but Doc Seibel said precisely. Maybe I'm wrong. Not understanding what Pogs are still.
It's okay. I also don't know. So
Oh, you really discouraged Shelby. She had the great idea to paint a lump of clay. Back to the drawing board.
That's exactly why I called that out. Freaking Shelby.
you just knew Shelby was gonna phone it in and,
Troll us.
troll us.
Don't you shame my radioactive sludge monster, Fuse. As Mommy says, he's the most handsome lump of goo.
Repainting quality. I look at it like my standards as good as I am capable of in the current moment, and that has helped me stop comparing and start pushing forward. Yeah, I mean, the only work that you should compare your work to is your own.
Your last.
Yeah.
Only compare the model you're working on to the last model you did.
Mhm.
Only compare the last model you did to the model you did before that. You can use lots of references. It's not bad to look at other people's work and say, hey, I really like the way that looks, and try to mimic it, but mimic it within the realms of your own capability. Don't judge against the model you took the inspiration from.
James Matthias said regarding painting quality, I look at it like my standard is as good as I am capable of in the current moment, and that has helped me stop comparing and start pushing forward.
Exactly.
Discord Dave, so painting question relating to my new Pro Curls. Going to paint Hulk from MCP. Suggested colors. Green.
Nailed it.
I compare my art against all of the internet all of the time. That's not the way we should be doing it.
This conversation's gonna make me look up Pogs on eBay again.
Hulk is an interesting one, right? Because it can be as simple as you want it, or you can get as complex as you want. Right? Green skin, purple pants. Can be that easy.
Around. One thing I'll say about magnesium is that it really makes the water in my paint cup look bad.
Yeah. Turns out, metallics.
Brian Wallace said I would have gone all in on Pogs, but they introduced me to Magic the Gathering. I was broke for most of my middle school days after that.
Yep. There you go.
Been there.
Evildoers.
Maybe that's why Pogs only lasted for like 6 months.
Don't hang out with evildoers.
Intro to gambling.
So the last Hulk that I painted was the MCP Immortal Hulk, I think he's called.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
And so this guy, I did base in Payne's Gray, I believe. Like a dark blue or Payne's Gray. And then I worked a little bit of highlight into that, like a zenithal almost, and then did dark magenta. So you'll see dark magenta in between the abs and the muscles and things like that. And then I started working the greens up over that. So the whole model I created a dark magenta wash for, and put the dark magenta wash over it so that the green skin looks more alive than just green. You know, I'm not a fan of dark green, mid green, light green. I use dark green, mid green, light green for the topical colors, but underneath that I put the dark blue and the magentas so that you can have a little bit more feel like, you know, if you look down in the foot, it looks like it's a living, has blood pumping in the veins and such. So that's a real simple way to get interesting green skin, because I mean that's all he is, right? Purple pants, green skin.
People are very excited about seeing Tutu Hulk or Ballerina Hulk again.
Jason's not gonna ever show it again.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's been expunged from the archives.
So, for everyone not understanding Tutu Hulk or Ballerina Hulk, when Jason was painting that model, I could only see him as doing a twirl. He looked like he was standing on one toe with his arms up, and he was going to do a little spin, like a pretty ballerina. So Shelby, our very own Monument Shelby, made a little tutu for him, and it's beautiful.
Horrible. Horrible. All right, next up is, oh, you know what? Let's use bismuth.
Jordan's painting Purple Hulk right now.
Bismuth yellow.
Kinda.
Tutu for Hulk and ice skating skirt for Thanos.
To Shelby's credit, the tutu was just out of scale.
Yeah.
It dwarfed the model. She's not a learned model builder, and so scale was off.
Yet.
She's working on it.
She's working on it.
All right, so I'm going to thin down a lot of water on my
Built
brush,
more
even though it's
models
only a
this
number
week than you
2.
have.
A lot of water on my brush so that I can come back in with bismuth yellow. Just kind of glaze it into my high spots. I don't want like severe brushstroke coloration, so I'm not running it at, you know, right out of the bottle kind of color. I want it to be fairly thin. That way I can drag it through my previous midtones.
She said, I am well on my way to being able to make scale miniature tutus. No, the skirt was too big for that Hulk. Since when does Jason use a number 2 brush? maybe it's the only one clean. I don't know. Are you using the number 2 right now?
Yeah, I'm using number 2. I use a number 2 all the time. I usually
Choose
use
the
a number
force.
4, but I use a number 2 once I get to the end of the model and I've got to start going back in and working details. The number 4 and the number 2 are my standards. It's rare to see me use anything smaller than that, but even that's not unheard of. Just rare. The glaze will help pull the messiness of my previous layers together by blending them. And you can see I'm just kind of removing most of the material off of the brush. And then just quick swipes. And make sure you get some into the shadow areas. And you just kind of want to color most of the spots that I'm doing as gold with the bismuth. Allows me to continue painting pretty quick through a model, even at the detail stages, and not worry about brush strokes and, sloppy blends, because I know I can come back and get the glazes to pull it all together. And I really like the idea of him he shouldn't be that coordinated. I mean, I know I've done all of his bangles on his wrist in one color gold, but doing these in another color gold and then copper and steel, he's very oddly put together because he's insane, is the idea. Yeah, I said it, Usharan. What you gonna do?
You're gonna do some nasty things to you.
Actually, wants to know if you ever use a 0 or 1.
Very rarely, usually just to show you guys and gals like what the benefits would be. So not one of my biggest tools. 2s and 4s are what I have in supply. Like if you were to ask me, hey, you're gonna resupply your brushes, what do you get? I'm getting a handful of 2s and a handful of 4s, and then maybe 1, and some 6s, some larger ones for base coating.
Interesting kind of going over what everybody's preference for that is, because mine is 3s and 6s with a couple of 4s. Like I'd get a handful of 3s, and then I would get a couple of 6s and a couple of 4s in Sable, and that's what I would do. Well, I would probably get synthetics for the 6s. I really like. Well, we don't make a 6 for Sable, so
No.
But I really do like our synthetic 6s. They're really, really nice.
Who wore it better, Gold Chain Edition, Heine or Usharan?
Oh, Heine for sure.
Heine.
Cannibalistic Zombie said, I look away to write a few emails, I look back, and that necklace looks so good. Yeah, he did that real
Heine
quick.
has his big dookie gold heart chain.
Oh, God, I love it.
And
I
the
love
gold
it so
I love
tooth.
that model so
And he's
much.
got a
It's
tooth.
Gold tooth.
He's got a tooth. Yeah, this model's fun.
Oh, he's got the gold tooth?
Yeah.
I forgot
We
about
did
the
one non-metallic gold tooth.
Gold tooth. Oh, so good. Slow Fusing Baby J got me to go up one size, so 4s are your go-to now. Nice Avian.
Yeah, a lot of people enter the hobby and, of course, find their comfort zone painting with smaller brushes because we think small detail, small brush, and not realize that the physics behind all of that is that you want a fine point. And the fine point, the size of that point will paint your small details, but the brush can be as big as you want it to be. I know people that paint with a size 6 brush with a very fine point on it and paint with just those 4 or 5 hairs that make the point, right? And until it, basically tears itself apart. And don't really use the big body of the brush at all. But that body being larger will hold more paint and allow that tip to have better flow and not dry out very quickly. Because it has a large amount of material behind it that's constantly reapplying itself to the tip. You're drawing more liquid through. Whereas on a small brush, you have very little liquid in it and the tip will dry out very fast. And you'll be trying to get that final detail and, dot the I and it'll dry out. And you got to go back and get more paint on it.
All right, Shelby, I'm going to make you a deal. When your office is furnished.
Here's my big jump from all my yellows to basically white.
I will finish painting the pink marine for you to add to your office.
Game Delay said you could give Usharon teeth, and then you could give him a gold one. Oh, he's got teeth.
He's got teeth.
Oh yeah, he's got teeth.
I
Make
really
one of
love
them
this
gold.
gold that you picked, by the way.
Don't
for
tell
what
Philip.
you're doing.
Is it just a little bit more color?
Yeah, it pulls out a lot of these details that add a lot of character to the model.
Yeah, because I just didn't want it all to be the same color. So you can shift. You can do non-metallic gold. You can do lots of non-metallic silver. It's like when you're faced with a model that has a lot of leather on it. How many browns are there really? Well, not enough to do like boots, belt, all that in totally different colored bottles. But what you can do is you can do different under-painted colors for your base and your mid-tone that then make your top color brown. Even if you use the same brown, they look all different. You can base brown with green, and that part of the model will look totally different than the part of the model you based with black-brown, or the part of the model you based with mahogany, or the part that you based with an orange, right? So you can constantly make a color look different simply by shifting it with the base hues that you place it over. And that is one of the strongest mechanics you can learn in painting and get comfortable with, is that little bit of hue shift you get from altering your shadow color away from what the hue of the actual area is. You know, if we're painting a red cloak, don't start with red. You'll find way more interest starting with blue or purple or something like that, right? That's the thing we talk and try to teach a lot around here. It's what guides me when I'm making colors for our paint line. We were just talking about it today. We get customer service questions going, hey, I'm looking for a triad for blue. And when we tell them purple's part of it, they don't get it.
So, Jason, did you hear Jordan tell Shelby that as soon as her office is finished, finish painting the model?
Yeah.
She said that hardly seems fair. Curating furniture is much harder than doing your job.
Wow.
You want to see what I did? This is what I did.
Now it's a broken heart.
Yep. I think that's exactly what you should do.
Yep. Also, now it's going in the garbage.
Oh, no.
He's about to prime it over, Shelby.
Philip said he'll stop listening when you're doing the teeth, which I think means that he really wants gold teeth on this model. He has a gold tooth, and it's not his. Wild Tomato said a gold tooth would be a nice memorial for Tim. I mean,
For what?
He's not deceased. He just doesn't have time to hang out and stream anymore. He's still with us. Oh, Jordan, backfired. Look at that. You took you such a little effort, and it looks great. You're further proving my point.
Shelby.
I swear.
Well, that's
to
a
God.
negative ghostwriter, but I can't stop Jason. Really? I think gold teeth would be so cool.
Plaid, hot pink, and gold teeth. The chat standbys, Old Faithful. When you say, what should I do here, chat? Gold teeth.
Yeah.
Plaid, hot pink, gold teeth.
Yeah. Discord Dave said, never thought about different undercolors, as so much talk goes into how opaque paints are. Seems like it wouldn't have a lot of effect.
Believe it or not, a lot of paints are not very opaque. And you want opaque colors for base tones, and then start moving and pulling yourself into more translucent colors when layering. And we do that largely with our thinning, how much water you have on the brush and such. So I don't mess with the consistency of the paint on the palette as much as some do. I just leave more or less water in my brush and that water will thin the paint. As I go to spread it on the model.
El Rondorio said, never buy used paint, especially if it is in the shape of a house. Does that mean don't buy a house?
I think that's what they're trying to say. Also, Bakamaru, your challenge is to do scales in plaid.
Hot pink plaid. Yes.
Yeah, in post in alpaca
Alpaca
lipstick.
lips.
Yeah. That's your challenge.
We're playing a dangerous and fun game, baby Jay.
Those are the only games I play.
Plaid
Dangerous, what do you
smog
mean?
confirmed. Jordan, are you doing plaid for your golden demon?
No. 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 I will not.
I was expecting part of my Golden Demon project stuff to show up, that frame that I got. I was hoping it was going to show up today.
There were a couple boxes for you.
Well, those were tools that Carter ordered.
Oh. Someone needs to find a model to enter this month that has an alpaca on it and paint its lips bright red.
Alpaca lipstick. Good old alpaca lipstick. And Sapo, definitely not. Well, Smaug, sure. Base, no. This silly Sapo guy trying to get me. You're not going to get me with that. I know what that base looks like.
Jordan, for the May challenge, would you accept Krieg or Fantasy Skeletons as post alpaca lipstick?
No, comma, maybe. If you make them look like they're in an environment, either with a diorama or other things that make them feel like they are in a post-apocalyptic environment, then that's fine. But the models themselves don't give me that vibe, right? Remember, we're talking about extinction level events where the Earth is basically shot. And it's a wasteland, and people are finding all of the little weird things that they can use for whatever. They're using, I don't know, cups or they're using, I don't know, something silly for something silly. Manhole covers for shields.
Remember that movie with the guy and that girl and they did the thing?
Yeah, that one. World War II helmet bandana on alpaca. Post-apocalyptic alpaca.
Tech Elf said, I've been playing with different base colors since I saw Jason do purple, and it has completely changed the way I'm painting things now.
That is amazing. That's kind of the whole goal. Like our colors are meant to be used in those sorts of ways. Building up really interesting colors over other colors. mixing things together, getting creative with the colors that you're using. You know, the a lot of what you see these days is simple. Here's your this purple is this color, and then you have 3 other colors that are the same color at different values, and that's not always the best way to learn how to intuitively create.
Glaze a little bit. I mix a little bit of the yellow ochre and the orange oxide really thin on my brush and glaze it just on this area here, so you can get the feel of the reflection there. I didn't do it as quite as bright as I did with the last stuff with the copper, but see how it gives it that little bit of glow right in here? Because these metals are so close to one another. So this just gives it a feel of reflectiveness in there. This isn't super mirrored steel, so I didn't do a ton. Right over here, I did the copper pretty bright, so I probably want to glaze back over that a little bit. Make it, well, not quite like this, because this I feel like is a little bit brighter. A little bit of warmth over here for that reflective gold in there. Krieg is apocalyptic. True.
Is it?
Their homeworld is, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hence the deathcore part. They've had to live and raise generations on a world that's dying.
Then perfect. Krieg is good.
It's what the Imperium calls a death world. Not very survivable. No natural resources. Everything has to be shipped in. Everything flora and fauna is trying to kill you.
What do you do on Twitch? How do we know that we should follow you?
How's your cheesecake?
What? Huh? I don't have cheesecake.
Not
Don't
anymore.
get these. I don't have any cheesecake. It's gone. There's a cookie I don't want. That's gross.
Yeah, soggy cookie, not so exciting.
I have not once in my life enjoyed those whatever those are. Vanilla.
I'm gonna tell you that it's a little spammy feeling.
Huh?
This person that wants follows.
Yeah, we don't do that, unfortunately.
Yep.
You have a Krieg piece, Sabo?
The Krieg works.
If all you do is paint a deathcore a Krieg guy, I don't know. That's not the goal. We'll still look at it. Oh boy, now there's leather in between the gold pieces I just painted. Great.
Oh, geez.
Great.
OMG Mike said, but if Krieg is apocalyptic, wouldn't Pandora from Borderlands be as well? The scavengers who live there have less structure than Krieg do.
That's the thing, right? Is that I don't feel like that's what we are looking for. You know? They live on a death world, but they do have a civilization there. We're talking about the survival part of Aftermath. I mean, technically we survive every day on this rock, but that does not make it post-apocalyptic.
Ow.
Yeah, Fallout. Somebody mentioned the what's it called? Gaslands. great one. The new Mindworks minis that are on our website.
Yeah.
There you go. Shameless plug. MonumentHobbies.com. Go buy your post-apocalyptic Mindworks mini for May's challenge.
Be some really good.
We just got all the new
options.
releases for Paradise, Mindworks' latest miniature release, which happen to all be post-apocalyptic. That is not why I don't think we planned this. Didn't you get cajoled into doing this by somebody?
Yeah. It was an idea that I had, and then Gabe was like, "Guess what I'm putting on the website right now?" And I was like, "Well, that was convenient."
There you go.
And then I was like, "We should make sure that those are up on the website so that people have the opportunity to try them out if they want to."
Source wants to know if you pesters PK Pro, they'll stock the texture trainers.
Yeah, I'm sure. Felix is good people.
Mm-hmm.
And he likes to sell things to customers, so there's always that.
Yeah.
Send him an email and say, "Hey, Felix, you like to make money?
I want to give you money for
I
things.
would like to give you money for these things that I know you can buy." Of course, unfortunately, he'll probably call us and want to order like hundreds of them right now.
He's going to send me an email then.
Yeah. He'd be like, "Hey, Jen, I want these things." And I'm like,
Goofing Around said, I haven't looked at them side by side yet. Is red oxide darker than burnt red?
No.
It's brighter.
It's brighter. It's actually a wonderful highlight for burnt red.
Yeah.
It's a great go-between between bold pyro red and
Burnt red.
burnt red.
That.
The stock notifications work. I only ask because anytime I get this item is back in stock from GW, it isn't in any.
Yes, they do work. Understand that depending on the product, they're all set to go back into stock when 50 or more hit, because we can't set that number to like thousands for paints, because then other products don't get stocked in the thousands, and that doesn't work. So just please understand that if you're, wanting to get signed up for like a noosh or a particular color of paint that is selling like wildfire every time it comes in stock, that you might you need to act quick when you see that email.
Mayhar Prod, thank you for the raid.
Thank you.
Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome, Raiders.
I'm not painting the backside of things, Phil. You just have to look at him from the front.
What am I doing?
Yeah, different.
This is
I mean,
the.
it's-
That's a base for Thanos.
Oh, okay.
Where's the... Oh, it's on the thing.
I mean, I'm painting the back, right? Like the back of him. But if you look like up in the details like this, I'm not painting like the back of all this crap up underneath his hunched over torso.
He said that's okay.
Yeah. This is a model for Phil, one of our co-workers here.
That's not an ice skating rink.
It is if you squint hard enough.
It's a very tiny one. You
It's
can
a
only see-
alpaca lipstick
Alpaca lipstick.
ice rink.
Thanos is definitely big on falling. A little bit of a precariously posed model, which I think I'm going to try and remedy right now. I'm going to stick in him.
The newly chief cheesecake officer, Paul. If you can't reach it, you can't see it, so don't paint it. Yeah, people tell you. I try to explain that that's not how eyes and brushes work. Wait, what?
The answer is, unfortunately, there are some places that you cannot get to that you can see.
Yeah, that's what sub-assemblies are for, but I don't do that. Sub-assemblies are for people that drink with their pinkies out.
And anyone else who wants to do that, it's fine.
Well, there goes Jen. Being all nice to everybody.
You guys do what works for you.
I'll sort it out.
Is anyone counting the amount of times Jordan has dropped Thanos?
That's a lot.
Phil said I'm up to 4 so far.
It's more than I would like. But you know what? We'll be fine, folks. We'll be fine. Life will go on.
Source said, where I keep my pinky when I sit home and drink alone is nobody's business.
But my own.
I'm over here playing Where's Waldo on my palette that hasn't been cleaned in over a year.
Yeah, we gotta fix that. We gotta sort that out for you.
Kamara said, no, Jason is right. If I can't reach it, I don't paint it. Miniac got me on Team FIs a while ago.
I love it.
There are Google hits on alpaca lipstick.
Oh my gosh. Why does that not surprise me?
Please wash your pinky then. Palette is the ultimate brush goop challenge waiting to happen. Maybe, brush goop might work. Don't know how we'd use it.
What color are I-beams usually? Are they usually...
I-beams?
Yeah.
I mean, they can be painted. They can come in any color, but, just normal steel, like black steel.
Are they oftentimes painted?
No, because they're generally hidden.
Yeah.
In construction, but, you can have them be, they come in like green, like John Deere green. Certain companies will have their marketing and the color of the I-beams that are used on the buildings that build with them and stuff.
Just trying to get an idea of like what color I want to do for these I-beams.
Red oxide or bare steel.
Okay.
2 people who said that. I-beams are usually coated with a reddish brown as a rust preventative.
That's what I thought.
I-beams are often delivered in a flat red primer.
That's what I was thinking about.
They're too dusty to make out a color.
Okay, so red oxide. There it is. There it is.
346.
What?
46. What the heck?
What?
What the heck and heck?
What color are I-beams, Cyclops, or Superman?
Yeah. Better answer.
The funny thing is, I think the answer
something
is
hot.
largely the same.
Pink, perhaps?
Pink works.
No, it does not.
Pink I-beams for Thanos. She.
El Rondorio, our bottle sets come with the bigger agitators for them. Agitators alone are the 5mm ones.
Our normal agitators won't work in like small bottles, so we do the small agitators in case you have other people's paint.
Other kinds of paint.
OPP.
Other people's paint?
If you're down with OPP.
No. I'm not. Doc Seibel said, time to go play some Blood Bowl. I'll catch you later.
See
ya.
ya. Easy.
Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. The I-beams my mom would shoot my way were death-colored.
Death colored.
Oh, they're all, yeah, you know me. Me neither, Ghost Hunter. Goofing around, if I was going to use the glaze and wash medium to try to make a sepia wash, what color would you recommend?
Sepia is kind of a weird black, brown, yellow.
Mm-hmm.
So start there. I would use transparent brown, transparent black, and transparent yellow. More black and yellow than brown. But you may have a different idea in your head of what that's supposed to look like, because sepia is one of those tones that can come in everything from something that looks a little bit bluish. But I always consider it to be a yellowish black brown. It's one of the colors that I plan to make in pre-mixed washes for us before
There
too
you
long.
go, Ghost Hunter. Didn't even see your question and he answered it. X-Ray said yellow ochre and trans brown 1 to 2.
Probably want a little bit more black in there. But yes, if that's the color you're looking for, go for it.
My alpaca loves when I paint her lips red oxide.
All about the alpaca lipstick.
I want video or it never happened, okay? So I'm just saying. I'm holding out for the Tic Tac.
There were alpacas in our old neighborhood in Gilbert.
Yep.
But did they have lipstick?
And we have a llama in our current neighborhood.
Oh, that's right.
I've never seen it, but
The internet tells
people
you
say
that there is.
people say it exists. Goofing around said I was thinking something a little lighter than the flesh wash. Maybe I could just lighten the flesh wash with some medium.
Oh, definitely.
Discord Dave said when I ran around West Phoenix last week getting my pro curls, I avoided the transparents. Wasn't sure the use cases.
Oh my gosh, everything.
We're gonna have a good video about them pretty soon.
We are. Because let me tell you, they are some of my favorite paints that we have. And they are super duper versatile.
Is probably the most versatile paints in our lineup. Tremendous. If you've ever, in your journey painting, heard people talking about how awesome single pigment paints are, well, welcome to our transparents.
Realizing we still haven't really given examples.
Oh,
I used them to make some colors more vibrant. Like I would take, and this was before we had like fluorescent pink and dark hot pink and things like that. But I took magenta and I put our regular magenta paint, put a little bit of transparent red in it to make it like really vibrant pink. So there are good additions to opaque colors if you want to punch up the vibrancy of them. And then they have lots of.
Yeah, X-ray, and all of them are very, very pigment rich. You're basically getting the equivalent of a artist's paste acrylic in its pure liquid form, super concentrated, so that you can do just about anything you want to with them. So much better than inks because of the lack of rewetting, but give you that punchy vibrance that normal paint won't do.
Yeah, and that's a good way to say it too, is that if you've ever used inks, the transparents can be a great substitute for them, and they're acrylic paint, so they don't have the same issues that ink sometimes has.
yep. Yeah, reactivation can be a big problem with inks, where you lay down an ink on a model and you'll do a layer of thin glazing on top of it or something like that, and it'll pull up the previous layer of work that you've put down. And that's a result of the ink not having the same ability to cure onto the model and seal itself in that
Well, even acrylic inks are still made for using on porous substrates, like, paper or canvas, and not really so much for painting on plastic. So their binder is not going to be as strong as a true acrylic paint is in most cases. And it'll release if you dry brush over it. Sometimes it'll move, stuff like that.
X-Ray said, I just used the transparent white today on griffin feathers to make to heighten the highlighting, makes the feathers look almost iridescent.
Awesome.
Nice.
Very cool. OMG Mike said, why do there never seem to be any good neon blue paints? Other colors are all over the place, but blue neons always feel dull.
Talking about like fluorescent? If you're talking about fluorescence, that's because blue doesn't really fluoresce very well. It just doesn't. There are certain pigments and certain colors that when you use it's a floral pigment, right?
Yep.
When you use the floral pigment, it has an intensity that's very, very, very vibrant, and those are colors like pinks and oranges and reds, or not reds as quite as much, but yellows and greens are super out of this world, punch you in the face bright. But there are some colors that are have less intensity to them, in their fluorescent nature, that can be achieved from just doing other things with regular paints. So in our testing, the reason why we didn't go with a blue, because we actually brought a blue in and we tested it and we weren't happy with it. It's because the fluorescent pigment can't get bright enough to the level of something that we wouldn't be able to achieve with either transparent blue or sky blue or something like that. That's also very bright and vibrant and saturated. Our other colors that are in the fluorescent sets right now, which are pink, purple, red, orange, green, and yellow, all work very, very well as fluorescent colors. They have the intensity, they have that fluorescent feel, that makes them worth buying. And we just didn't find the value in the blue, so we decided to not go with it.
Ghost Hunter, he asked about neon, but we were answering it about fluorescent.
Yeah, I would assume that the fluorescent was.
There is no
kinda what
neon
they were
paint,
for.
so
Yeah.
it's going to be. We assume fluorescence is what we're talking about. Fluorescent paint is kind of like, in layman's terms, it's kind of like a battery. The pigment, as it soaks up energy, releases its own photons as well. And so it creates its own light, like, glowy fish at the bottom of the ocean, right? And blue just doesn't have a very strong frequency when it generates that light output. So if you're going to deal with a dull looking pigment, which is what a lot of fluorescents start as, right? Blue is not a good one.
Neon, yes, neon is a gas, but it's a term that people use to describe the color. Like we talk about like neon colors from the 80s.
Yeah.
It's like hot pink,
Just really bright.
Bright yellow, highlighter yellow. We don't always have to. Sometimes the technical term can also be used in a non-technical way. I know but what I'm saying is that the terms when we talk about paint colors are going to be used sometimes interchangeably.
If fluorescent paint will eventually stop emitting, it burns out over time. Yeah. Yep. And dulls itself over time too. The actual vibrancy of the paint itself as part of that chemical reaction, so to speak, is going to dull itself over time. Polyess and India ink shade, El Rondario. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. How long until it takes? I don't know. Years and years and years and years. For hours at least. Made from glowy fish. There you go. That's marketing right there. Procurl, made from glowy fish.
Uh-oh, we need to contact the guy last week that asked if our paint was vegan and tell him, nope, oops, we were wrong.
Nope, sorry, our
comes
paint is
from
not
fish.
vegan, it's made from glowy fish. But screw those glowy fish, so who cares? In all seriousness, our paint is vegan other than carbon, titanium, some other natural, technically carbon black, right? Is made from you know, dead things in the earth. so I mean, you know, how serious are you about this?
How serious?
Our brush goop is not vegan. Animals are not harmed in the making of the components of brush goop, but it does use animal byproducts. If made from fish, can I use to marinate fish? That's not how that works, man. Come on. Help us out here. Help us out here.
Donkey butt. With a side of donkey butt.
Oh, that damn gem on his forehead. Always something.
Did you forget the old gem on his forehead?
It's always something. I was so proud of myself getting most of this stuff done to where I was only left with the faces and the cloak, and now I got freaking right smack in the middle of his head. I'm like, why doesn't the face look good?
I have to tell you, I'm impressed. It's turning out really good, and you're almost done.
Well, and I'm kind of blowing through it, but I'm enjoying it. So I don't want to half-ass the simple stuff, but I'm kind of tired of the gribbly bits. Chat, we're at that point.
Yep.
Chat, people that have been here as long as like Mose has, they kind of understand. I wonder if they take bets in the background. Like, when is Fuse going to hit that point where the model goes on the shelf and we start something new because I don't want to finish the gribbly bits, right? We have lots of models that are in the state of I don't want to finish the gribbly bits, right? Like the lion. I kind of don't want to finish the gribbly bits on the lion. So he's over here, right? There's 50 million models up here that are like that.
Yeah, you have like 2 and another 3/4 of a shelf.
It's just what I do.
Uh-huh.
I have a lot of finished models, though. Even my favorite model in the world is not finished.
What do you mean?
His feet. Because I can't finish his feet until I get him on the stack and build the diorama,
yeah.
right? Because we have the stack of bodies that he's got to sit on, so his feet aren't done yet.
You should submit that into Golden Demon just for the fun.
This is not a single GW thing about it, but we'll put it in Golden Demon.
Yeah.
No, I swear it's part of your new fantasy series you haven't heard of.
Yeah. This is a Blood Bowl character, right?
Yeah, it's a Blood Bowl character. Percival Chevalier the Fifth, first of his name. Destroyer of Ankles, Slayer of Worlds. Jason has hit that part of a mini painting that I like to call finished. Yeah, exactly. Goofing around. Thank you so much for hanging out. Take it easy.
It's the part that Jason would like to call finished.
Ghost Hunter, you need 2 more days of what? Of me painting this?
I imagine it'll probably be done.
Mo, I would love to. I'd be like, okay, Jordan, it's your turn to finish it. Jordan gets to finish all the models. So I do all this, and then I just pass it to Jordan.
Oh, gosh. I'll trade you. You can do this, and I'll do that.
Not even interested. That counts as gribbly bits.
I know.
You saw how fast I knocked out the base on this because I just wasn't interested.
Yep.
Still looks good. I mean, I spent a lot of time on the 2 columns, I guess, to get the marble-esque
You did.
look going on. Then I'm happy with the way those turned out. I think Phil's going to like the model regardless if I'd have done that or not, but it was good. You need to hit your squares? What does that mean? Hire a backroom gribbly bit studio painter? Somebody who can do all the last stuff I don't want to do? Okay, here's another one. Like, what do you do for a living? I finish that guy's stuff.
Jeez.
Panic Bomb said, I think I found my favorite mini at the FLGS, a flump bartender.
At the Flags of Flump bartender? I found my favorite mini at the Flags of
that
Flump.
was FLGS. Yeah, FLGS is right below it. He said, a flump bartender.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, but I like it.
That's one I'm kind of scared to see because it sounds a lot better than it probably is. Not gonna lie, painting gribbly bits is fun a lot of times for you. Cannibalistic Zombie, you're hired. You start tomorrow. You have about all of these.
You've got a year and a half's worth of work.
So you got job security, let's just call it that. There's a good few minis painted that are finished, though. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Uh-huh.
6,
Uh-huh.
5.
I'll let you paint them. Why do I feel like this would be one that at the end of the first
6,
day, when we say,
7.
"Are you coming back tomorrow?" you'd be like, "No."
We're stuck on 7.
How many models are there?
Like 250.
Yeah.
But 7 of them are finished. 7, 8, 9, 10,
Lumps are
11,
Lumps
12,
are ridiculously cute D&D monsters that float.
13, 14,
Can you count these like the
15,
count from Sesame Street?
16,
We've gotten that request.
17.
Not doing it. Sorry.
Oh, do those count?
Do what count?
That whole squad?
No.
Yeah, because now I'm up to 29.
No, because the tray's not based.
It is! It's completely done.
16.
I'll allow it.
Oh.
29.
I'll give it to him. That whole tray is done.
30.
Is that one really done?
All right, well,
The
I'm
meatball?
going to put links up for you all
Jen's like, I'm out of here,
because
folks.
this is getting a little ridiculous.
31?
Shop. Why did I write shop? That's not the command.
There's
Store
31
is the
finished
command.
miniatures here. That's a lot. That's a lot more than I would have thought.
I'm trying to think of how many I have.
Just don't. I don't want to feel that bad
Well,
about
less
myself.
of you.
I don't want to feel that bad about myself.
None of that. 1,
All
2, 3.
There you go.
right, gang. Well, Jordan tries to outdo me with his finished models.
I got like maybe
Horrible
15,
human that he
20.
is. Thank you so much, Ghost Hunter, with 4,275 amazing artists on the Discord and one person that is trying to find alpaca lipstick models.
Alpaca lipstick models.
Oh my God. Thank you guys and gals so much for hanging out with us. If you're new around here, please smash that follow button. Keeps us doing what we're doing. Shop at monumenthobbies.com or one of our FLGS partners to find your own set of Pro paints, brushes, and all the good stuff that we offer. We'd love to see you as part of our family. Join that Discord so you can come hang out with us 24/7, talk nerd stuff, and have a good time. Join in on our monthly challenges. One just ended. Be going over that next week. And remember that we stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Phoenix, Arizona time. Just check what time it is in Phoenix. If it's between the hours of 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., get your butts over here. We'd love to see you back. And stick around for the raid. We're going to, if you're over here on YouTube, thanks for watching us over there, but you might want to jump over to Twitch. We're going to find somebody to raid to pass on some more hobby goodness as we go off into the evening. Have fun, show love, hit that follow button when you get where we're going, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Adios, gang.
See ya.
Bye.